straightforward, I think. Okay, if you want, that's what you want to do. Right. Oh, let's go to the nice club. Okay, I probably blocked it for a moment. Right. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship, whatever it's going to be called. Our 5-year mission. But then again, I'm just a mere ensign. I don't have to establish gender again, no doubt. Does it assume I want to be a woman? Alright. Checking that it's male. Yeah, okay. I wonder if I can, yeah. I see. Yeah, I think whatever. Let's see if it's got old git hair like me. Okay. What's next? Wow, you can even adjust the features. Oh, you can change the colour of the eyes. What? Okay. That make me look older? I guess so. That's it, is it? Okay. Alright. Wow.
Welcome to the Starfleet Training Simulator. Our system is currently configured to train command crew of Aegis-class starships. Here you may learn about the roles and responsibilities of each officer on the bridge, and how to operate all of the controls of their command stations. Feel free to experiment and get comfortable with the ship here in the simulator before moving on to the real thing.
Alright. Okay.
As Chief Engineer, you support all other members of the bridge crew by keeping the Aegis operating in top condition. You monitor vital status information about the ship's systems, allocate power needed for maneuvering and combat, and manage the ship's power grid to compensate for damage or boost its capabilities. You also manage the ship's repair teams and keep an eye on how visible the Aegis is to other ships in the area.
Alright.
How you allocate power determines how effective each of those systems is. As situations change, you'll need to communicate with the rest of the crew to keep them supplied with power and to anticipate when to make critical adjustments. One of your most essential responsibilities as Chief Engineer is to distribute available power between each of the ship's major systems. Try giving maximum power to engines now. Now try giving maximum power to shields. You will have to reduce power to other systems first.
Alright.
Before the ship can travel between star systems, you must make the ship ready and charge its warp coils. This draws a tremendous amount of power, and you will be unable to make any further changes to power allocation or routing while prepping for warp. Begin preparing for warp now. Charge the warp coils. The helmsman will have a limited time to engage the warp drive, or the coils will automatically discharge to prevent damage to the ship.
Warp coils charged.
Okay.
Your system's display gives vital information about the status of the ship's various systems at all times. When your ship is suffering from negative effects, this panel provides information about the source and severity of the effect. As Chief Engineer, You have more detail about your ship's status than any other member of the crew. Activate your system's display now. When the ship sustains damage, it's up to you to deploy repair crews and get critical systems back in working order. You have a limited number of crews available. You may send multiple crews to repair a single system faster, or you may spread them out to work on multiple systems at once. Activate your repair controls now. We have simulated damage to your phaser banks and scanners. Assign repair crews to both systems to get them back to full working condition.
Phaser array restored. Sensor array restored.
It's possible to increase the power to one or more systems beyond normal safe operating limits by rerouting the ship's power grid. Switch to rerouting mode now. Try diverting extra power to shields by dragging an adjacent power node over to it. You have increased maximum shield strength by drawing some power from other systems. This situation is risky, though. The extra power flowing through those conduits could cause internal damage. When you use the rerouting system, you must keep an eye on the power grid and be ready to make changes as needed. Various systems of the ship affect how easily other vessels can detect the Aegis. The Aegis is designed to avoid detection at ranges where other Federation vessels would be easily visible to another ship's sensors. As Chief Engineer, you can monitor all systems which are affecting the ship's signature and gauge the range at which the Aegis will be detectable to other vessels. This information is vital when trying to avoid contact with hostile ships.
What more do?
Warning, exceeding ship tolerance. Warning.
What am I supposed to do here?
Warning, exceeding ship tolerance. Warning. Warning, exceeding ship tolerance. Warning, exceeding ship tolerance. Warning. Warning, exceeding ship tolerance. Warning. Warning, exceeding ship tolerance. Warning.
Alright.
Warning, exceeding ship tolerance.
Acknowledged.
As helmsman, you are the ship's navigator, responsible for maneuvering the ship and navigating within and between star systems. Your crew depends on you to get the ship wherever needed, to avoid collisions with hazards in space, and to maneuver for tactical advantage in combat situations.
No course plotted.
Your ship's impulse drive allows you to travel quickly between planets and other points of interest within a star system. To travel via impulse, you will first need to plot a course by choosing a destination on the impulse map. Once the course is plotted, you will then need to align your ship with the appropriate heading and engage the impulse drive. Be aware, the impulse drive cannot be engaged unless the chief engineer has allocated sufficient power. Select any point of interest in the star system to plot a course to that destination. Now return to the local view and steer the ship to line up with your plotted course. Grab and push your throttle to engage the impulse drive. The ship's computer will automatically follow the course you plotted.
Plotting course.
Your basic maneuvering controls allow you to give the ship forward or reverse thrust, to steer the ship to port or starboard, and to move the ship up or down on its vertical axis. The amount of thrust you can give depends on the amount of power your chief engineer allocates to engines. The more power your engines have, the more responsive the ship will be. Maneuvering controls are only available when your local map view is active. The throttle controls your speed and also allows you to reverse or make a full stop. As the tactical officer, you are in charge of the ship's weapons, defenses, and scanners. In combat situations, you must coordinate with the rest of the bridge crew to protect the ship and deal with any threats to it. But you also have a crucial role in non-combat situations. It is the tactical officer's responsibility to scan nearby ships and other objects in the environment to reveal vital information about them. You will often need to scan a target to learn more about it, or to locate people or objects of interest in another vessel. Some objects are scanned with a simple, general scanning action. This happens automatically when the object is targeted. More complex objects, like other ships, can be scanned for specific properties, such as the locations of any weak points in a ship's system. When an object has many features to scan, scanning them all at once is much slower than scanning a single specific system. Scanning is required before it's possible to transport people or cargo off of another vessel, or before being able to target weak spots of an enemy's ship systems. Target a nearby ship by tapping its icon on the map. Here you can select what systems you want to scan. Scanning a single system will always be faster than scanning multiple at once. Also, the closer the ship is to the target, the faster you can scan. Scan the ship's engines now to reveal their status, and any weak points which would allow you to damage the engines directly. As tactical officer, you have control over raising and lowering the ship's shields. When raised, The shields will charge up to maximum strength over time. They are your best defense against damage to the ship. When shields are lowered or down to 0 strength, any damage to the ship may cause serious harm to onboard systems, or even loss of life to your crew. When shields are raised, the chief engineer can direct power to them to increase their effectiveness. Raise the shields now. There is a delay while power is channeled into the shield emitters before the shields come online. In a combat situation, remember that you need to raise shields before the enemy fires.
Make it so. Oh, I've got a tactical. That's more exciting. Okay, pick captain and then maybe I guess it's me and the computer.
Captain's log, stardate 225-8.161. My crew is assembled, and we're preparing to disembark on our expedition to the trench. Before we depart, however, Starfleet Command has asked us to complete one final exercise to confirm the Aegis's fitness for the mission ahead, and undoubtedly to test the readiness of her captain and crew.
Is it?
Captain, we have a message incoming from Deep Space K7. Opening channel.
Aegis, we have a freighter coming into dock, and we've had a little trouble lately with smugglers trafficking invasive species. On your way out, I think it'd be best for everyone if you could just verify the ship isn't carrying any wildlife.
I should send a technician to the Jeffries tube for a better measurement.
How do I issue orders?
core levels are holding steady, but we're losing efficiency somewhere.
I'll
Can you
look it up.
investigate?
So how do I scan it?
Long-range sensors indicate a few chondritic bodies.
A bit lost here. Yeah. So what am I missing? Now what?
Efficiency numbers are off. Can you look into that?
I'll look into it first chance I get.
So what am I supposed to do?
Life support's drawing too much power. Can you see where the drain's coming from?
Let me load up a simulation.
Aye, Captain. 1/4 throttle. Aye, following the target.
Aye, aye. Changing target. Scanning.
may be off, but the phaser array is running hot. It's barely
I'll let
within
you know when I
operational
can.
tolerances.
Aye, aye. Following.
I am sending new data to your panel, Captain. I am not detecting any unusual life forms aboard the freighter, Captain.
I'll let K7 know the ship's clean.
They want a new environmental system subroutine on the shuttles. Can you check that out?
I'll take a look as soon as I have a moment.
Aye, understood.
Preparing for warp.
Coils
Adjusting
charging.
power.
Warp course plotted. Aligning warp vector.
Warp coils ready.
Coils charged.
We're aligned for warp. On your mark, Captain.
Make it so.
Just to be safe, can you look at the fire control systems again?
Right. I'll look it over.
Well, don't need to.
Aye, aye. Setting throttle to full.
Why am I with Horror again? I don't know.
Plasma coolant levels are nominal.
No. Yeah, how do I do that?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Preparing
warp
for
vector
warp.
aligned.
Allocating power.
Warp course is set. Lining up for warp vector.
Ready
Course
for warp.
plotted. On your mark.
Aye, aye.
That's the destination, isn't it?
GPS conduits. Any idea where?
Aye, we're on vector
Initializing
for
warp protocols. Diverting power.
warp course laid in. Lining up for warp.
Now what?
Course
Warp coils
plotted.
Charged.
Yeah, so how do all the engineer then?
Warp coil discharge imminent.
Our warp coils are about to discharge.
Warp coils discharged. Warp coils charging. Warp coils charged.
Yeah, now what?
Aye, aye, Captain. Full speed ahead.
Readings indicate a minor subspace distortion effect.
So what about engage?
Aye, staying with them.
No, I don't want to go to Ragusa. No.
Can you look into the power spike we had just a minute ago?
I'll put that in my queue.
It's not where I want to go, is it?
No course plotted.
Talking about.
Affirmative. Aye, Captain. Prioritizing power to engines.
How do I tell it?
Modified the output algorithms a little. Mind taking a look?
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Warp coils charging. Warp coils charged.
Now what?
Warp coil discharge imminent. Warp coils discharged.
Is that the Supposed to get the gamma hydra. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, no. Oh, sod it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, no anti-climax. I just can't work this out. Can't get to give orders.